Hey man, we're recording, eh?
What?
We're recording, let's go.
Alright. Sorry about that. Want to pause the music?
Of course.
Good old Shaggy. Alright, so today we're having fun, obviously, but we're talking about dry age. We're going to feature it this weekend, going into the summer. We want people to know that we have it available all the time. We have it in our fridge, we really just cut it to order. So if you want to come in, you ask for a steak, we cut it exactly how you want it, thin, thick, whatever. We don't really put it in the counter because you know, people want it custom, they want it specific, so that's where we come in. Take it out of the fridge, take it off the rail, bring it here, cut it how you want. So that's the spiel on the availability of it. It's always available, and we always have different ages, ranging from 50 to over 100. Right now we got about 120 day dry age stripling. We don't really consider it dry age unless it's over 50, so that's sort of our benchmark. We like 70 the most, we find that's the best flavor, but it all depends on preference. Some people like the really aged stuff, the 100-day aged stuff. Some people like it a little less aged. It's all just preference, and every fridge, every place you age is like gonna have a different flavor, different uniqueness. We think ours is pretty good. We've been told that, you know, our fridge has that je ne sais quoi that makes it really nice. So I'll talk about the process here. First of all, you need good quality beef. We use West Grade Premium Beef in Durham, Ontario, AAA. It's raised out in pasture. It has access to a barn, so it's sort of outside eating grass, but it can go inside and eat some grains. So if you're curious about that, that's how they're raised. It's really good stuff. We love them. They're an amazing supplier, consistent, great people to work with. So that's the first step. Second step is you have to have the right temperature. Our fridge is at 0 or 1 degrees Celsius. The humidity is 80 degrees, and we have lots of fans blowing. We got like industrial fans blowing the air there, right? So that's why people think they can just dry age at home. Can't really do it because the fridge at home is going to be warmer, say about 3-4 degrees. The humidity, a fridge at home is about 100, so and that's going to make it too wet. It's not going to dry out at the right timing there, and then there's not enough movement of the fan. You need that fresh air to keep it fresh and keep it from going off, right? Because you are aging it, it's sitting there for a while. So if you have those three things, the temperature, the humidity, and the fan, the air movement, that's when you can properly dry age. And what happens when you properly dry age is it forms a crust on the outside, as you can see, sort of dark, gnarly looking stuff. That one is about 120 days, so that's really gnarly looking. So what it does is it forms a crust on the outside, and that actually acts as a protective barrier. So it's once that crust is formed with the proper 3 things you need to form that crust, and it's going to act as a barrier, so no bacteria is going to get inside of it. It's going to block it out. And then what happens from the inside is that it's evaporating air. You know, it's letting moisture out, it's letting the water out. So when it does that, it's concentrating the flavor. Like you think of, like, you know, stock or orange juice. You reduce it down, you reduce the flavor. Like balsamic vinegar, reduce balsamic, you reduce it down, it gets nice and thick. The flavor is concentrated. That's exactly what's happening here. You are losing the moisture, so it's made up that you lose the moisture, but it's made up for it because what's happening when you age it, the molecules of the meat are actually breaking down, so it's becoming more tender. So you may think, oh, it might be, you know, a little dry, but it's not the case because the meat just gets so soft and breaking down. The only thing you got to watch for when you're cooking it, you might want to cook it on a little less temperature, and you might want to cook it a little under from what you usually do. The reason for that is because, like I said, with the moisture being out of it, it is made up for it with the tenderness of the steak, but it's a little less forgiving when you go to the grill or your pan, however you're cooking it, because once it starts to dry out, there's not any moisture to sort of have that forgiveness of an overcooked steak. So you got to watch out for that. And I'm gonna show you. That's pretty much the spiel. So that's everything I think you need to know on dry age. Let us know if you have any questions. You know, reach out to us, YouTube, Instagram, come into the shop, call us, email, anything. You know, we're available. If there's any questions you have about it, just let us know. And the final thing I do is just show you how it goes from this to this once you cut it on the bandsaw. And that's some nice AAA stuff right there. And there's your sort of final product once you trim it up a little bit. Get that out of the way. And then this guy, the real gnarly 120-day age. Flip it over, and that's what you're getting there. So yeah, it looks really nice. It looks brand new. It looks nice and fresh on the inside, right? And there is your final product there. So nice and marbled. Looks brand new. So there you go. That's the spiel. We got them on feature. We want you to know that they're available all summer long. Come talk to us, ask questions. We'll cut them thick, cut them thin, whatever you want. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.